What is up, guys? AO Journey here, and as I promised, I would upload on Fridays. Hopefully, this video can get out before Friday ends. But today, we're going to talk about masculinity, how to how to be a masculine man. I had a script for it, but I didn't finish it, so I'm just gonna go off the dome on what masculinity is. Back to what I was saying before I got interrupted. I'm just kidding. Before I get head ass, stupid ass dumb. Back to what I was saying. Masculinity. What is that nowadays? Expression of the self? Fuck no, nigga. It's about being aggressive, assertive. I'm just kidding. It's actually about knowing when and how to conquer any situation. You know the hierarchy of the alpha and the beta and all that stuff. It's a way of measuring. It's like I think it's more of a spectrum more than a hierarchy because people can go up and down it. A hierarchy is like you're stuck in one place, but like it's not really entirely true when it comes to the alpha beta thing. So basically, an alpha is like a leader man, you know, a leader man, a man that leads in his life. He's confident with his approaches. He knows how to communicate. He controls his area, you know. And a beta is like the lower man, the lesser man, the weaker man, you know. I mean, they're not really weak. They don't have to be weak to be beta. They're just mindset wise on how they think of themselves as, you know, people that are anxious, anxiety. You can be I don't know if you can be alpha and introvert. So basically think of it like a shy dude, you know, hiding all the time. Scary ass dude that doesn't know how to fight or doesn't even want to fight, you know. I mean, being masculine is not about being violent, but also knowing how to handle a situation in the most logical manner. It's not always going to be, it's not always going to end well, though, if you try to do it in a logical manner. Sometimes people get irrational, and sometimes men get aggressive. But aggressive is good, you know. Being aggressive isn't, there's nothing wrong with being aggressive as long as you know how to control your temper and control how you react to situations. I think when it comes to being masculine, you have to master emotions. That's why most men don't feel like they have the need to cry, or they try to hold back their tears because they don't know, like, because crying is like a sign of vulnerability, and no man thinks they should show their vulnerable side. I mean, we show our vulnerable side to one thing though, and it's not you girls, it's the boys, bro. Sometimes we don't even do that. Probably go in our room and cry, or probably just be melancholic and deal with our problems through other means, which is unhealthy. You always have to have someone you can vent to. I mean, I monologue all the time, so I'm good. Goddamn, my voice cracking. But masculinity, yes, back to that. I just fucking moved on to the fucking alpha and beta, but we didn't even talk about what masculinity is. Essentially, it's the ability to lead in your life and control your own destiny or manifest it through your own actions. I mean, you develop it through like having a father figure or a role model that was masculine. I really didn't have that, but does it matter? No, because you can learn it. It's more of a learned thing, just like everything else. They'll say it's a social construct. I don't care if it's a social. I don't care if it's a social construct. My voice keep on fucking cracking. God damn it. I honestly don't care if it's a social construct, if it gets shit's done. You know what I'm saying? If we can build shit with our masculinity, you know, we have also there's like rules and codes to being a masculine man. You know, you gotta have an honor system, self-discipline. You gotta be able to love yourself, man. If you're gonna be masculine, you gotta love yourself. You gotta learn how to tough it out when it gets hard. That's the best way of being a leader. Knowing when to listen to your followers. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, everyone has a follower. You know, girls have followers, men have followers. There's nothing wrong with having followers. It's just how you lead them. It's whether you are toxic or not that determines whether or not you're gonna be a good role model or leader to anybody. I mean, I don't like the idea or notion of toxic masculinity. Like they're just toxic people. If they're assholes, like can we just say they're toxic? But we have to say it's masculinity because like put a bad rep on men, I guess. I don't know. Why would you say toxic masculinity? We don't be pointing out all the toxic femininity. I mean, there's crazy B words. I can't be saying that stuff, out there that do some crazy things. There's always a toxic person. There's always going to be bad. So what? Does that we don't have to put a label on masculinity for that? It's just a way to attack it. Speaking of attack, there's a war on masculinity. I'm talking way too much. Goddamn. There's a war on masculine men. They always making fun of the buff dudes or the dudes that are make like a representation of masculinity as like meatheads or the Hulk, big buff dudes, with no fucking brain whatsoever. I mean, if you're gonna be a leader, you're gonna have to be intelligent or have some sense of clarity or know what to do in a situation. You don't supposed to be dumb. Gotta read books and stuff, You gotta know what you're doing in order to become a leader. Or gotta at least be confident in what you're doing so everyone doesn't freak out. Oh yeah. So also it's being able to dominate your area and also being able to control yourself. Being able to control yourself is very masculine, Control your lustful Control your lustful desires. Control the way you react to situations. Am I repeating myself? I possibly am. This is all unscripted, but I think I have ADHD. So, where did this war on masculinity come from? You know what I'm saying? What caused the emasculation of men? What caused men to be more feminine? Obviously, eugenics. Obviously, eugenics is no. I'm just kidding. What caused men to become more weak is a series of things that happen. The stuff they put in our food, the stuff that we eat, the sedentary lifestyle we live, the not promotion of going outside or promoting activity. As masculine people, got to be active. Got to work out your body. Everyone has to work out their body. Just saying. And also, masculinity can stem from both men and female, men and women. I know females don't like being called females. I don't know why. Comment why in the down in the comment section below. I really am not good at making videos, but I'm gonna get better. Don't worry about that. So we live a sedentary lifestyle. We live in like a virtual realm. We can literally text people from miles away now. You don't have to walk up and talk to them in face, which also can boost confidence. If you're good at communication, you know how to get your way around people. But if you just text all day, it's just putting words on a screen and sending it to somebody. It's more scary to ask a girl out in person. It's scarier. It's easier to ask a girl out on text. You just gotta boop, and then bam. Now you just gotta wait till they reply. But if you ask them out in person, you're like, "Can you go out with me?" Like, nigga. Like, you have to develop a style on how you talk. Also, eye contact. Being people look away and stuff. You have to display yourself when you're in person. But under a text or a guy's profile pic, it's easier to do that. Sedentary lifestyle, got that, check. Food. So what are they putting in our food that making us so emasculated, bro? There's stuff, I'm not gonna even get to that, but basically certain hormones and foods that we eat that aren't good for men, and plus a sedentary lifestyle causes you to produce more estrogen than you need to produce. Yeah. So, and also being more active creates testosterone. So, just basically there's foods that you can eat that increase the estrogen production. I was eating soy when I was like 13. I was eating vegan food, and like when I hit puberty, I had moobs. Quite embarrassing. I felt like a bitch, scared. And in 8th grade, I get my titties flipped. That shit was low-key the most demoralizing thing, but I really don't care no more because I work out, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. But I learned how to get over that. Also got surgery. So, what else? And also, the media's way of framing masculinity is all wrong, you know. We don't really even have a traditional sense of masculinity anymore. So, that's my take on masculinity. I think it should be more implemented in both a man and a woman's life because I find it important to understand what it is and not just label things that we don't understand. And if it's toxic, it's just toxic. It's not some form of masculinity, you know? Being like, oh, like, so what? He's just doing his own thing. As long as he ain't calling you something or being a bully, you know. I mean, I feel like bullying is necessary sometimes, you know, because I feel like sometimes you need to get bullied to understand what a bullying is. I don't know. I'm just going on a tangent now. Because I got bullied, and it really didn't affect me like how it affects most people. I mean, they were my friends, you know, but also they were constantly harassing me. It's quite a complicated relationship, like, because I just didn't do nothing back and honestly didn't care enough. I guess I don't really care about being bullied, or that was my way of defending myself from realizing that I got bullied. Well, that's about it, though. Also, as a man and a woman, you should learn how to fight. That will definitely boost your confidence. You wouldn't be scared of nobody if you know how to fight everybody, or at least know how to fight most people, because most people don't even know how to fight. Okay, I'm just saying, if you're confident in your ability to fight, you can roam this earth. I wouldn't walk up to you and try to fight you if you know how to, you know what I'm saying? All right, thank you for watching this long video, long tangent, long rant about masculinity and how there's a war upon it and how we should combat it by becoming more masculine men. Oh, y'all, you know what I'm saying? All right, peace out.